Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, residents of this amazing blue marble that we live on in the middle of a black abyss, welcome to the 70-star Open. We just saw a very exciting matchup in the Super Mario Odyssey 90% Open. Unfortunately, some spaghetti happened at the end there, but that's okay. Still a very entertaining race. But today, 70-star, we have Seceon and Zaikenator. With me in the booth here is Good Grief. Good Grief, how you doing, man?
Pretty chill day during the holidays. Just doing some comms for this race as I did for a previous one today. And I'm going to do some 120 tonight. So, good day overall.
Sounds pretty cool, man. And let's turn over to our competitors here, Seceon and Zaikenator. Fellas, how are we feeling?
Yo. I'm nervous.
Nervous. Understandable. This is an event that is happening right now, I guess. It should be very exciting. I think we're good to just ready up whenever you guys are ready to go.
Okay.
Yep. Some good preparation right there.
Okay. With that, we should be getting underway here in
Good
just
luck.
a moment.
It's me, Mario.
Okay, we have one runner in the intro. Both are going. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
70 start time.
Dear Mario, please come to
Fun
Alright.
category.
Good luck,
fun
Seceon.
times.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Peach.
All right. So I noticed that Zaikenator is on the Japanese version, so gonna be losing about 2 seconds to text boxes, but that's not a big deal in a race context.
Nothing major here at all. Yeah, we do have a little bit of a PB gap here, around 2 minutes, but again, it's a race setting. Anything can happen. We'll see what happens here. Seceon, a little bit of a desync here, that's okay, but Seceon will be the first out of the pipe. Zaikenator right behind. Making his way over to the bridge, nailing the Lakitu skip is Seceon. Zaikenator again right behind him, also getting right over there, making their way into Bob on Battlefield.
Yeah, Lakitu will be chatting with no one this race. Deserves to be alone for the rest of his miserable life.
Dang, I took a very dark turn very fast there. Wow. Seceon grabbing a bomb, taking an extra little hop there, that's okay. Zaikenator completely whiffing on the bomb, but able to quickly recover, and both are through the gate without any major issues here. First star down, 69 to go. Nice.
Yeah, as long as you make the bomb clip, it's all good. Big bomb, medium bomb, any extra hops. As long as you make it, good to go. And it looks like both of these racers are Womps 9 enjoyers, enjoying that 0.7 second time save at the cost of doing cannonless ever so slightly later.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be probably be a 12-9 here at best from Seceon. Not the best of slides, but 12-8, never mind.
Oh,
That was
wow,
actually
damn.
pretty solid.
Here we go.
And the 13-0 from Zaikenator.
Pretty solid slide times. And now both of these racers are approaching Womps. Very notorious stage for many runners reset. 2 notorious tricks that technically involve 100 coin. Let's see how it goes for both of them.
Here go.
Right. Looks like we're starting with an Owlus on Seceon's end. Same with Zaikenator.
Very
Good
nice.
out. Actually, Zaikenator going for cannonless, while Seceon getting a good Owlus right off the bat. And a good cannonless for Zaikenator. Drawn start so far.
Here go.
Seceon would be trying Canalus now. Texture
Meanwhile,
setup.
Zaikenator taking a crack at 100 coin, opting for half cycle, which is still pretty fast at the low 50s level. Looking clean so far.
A very nice clip there on the Wild Blue platform.
Yeah.
And like Seceon would be going for the half cycle skip. So potentially saving a couple seconds here over Zaikenator.
Yes, advanced cycle. Saves about 5 to 6 seconds. Definitely a good time save when you're trying to squeeze the last of those drops of the orange. Alright. So it looks like Seceon has a pretty nice lead, but needing to go for that coin, unfortunately. Not opting to break the box at the end.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure the box at that point would be a faster backup so you can get decent RNG where at least one of the coins will just fall on your head there, but that's okay.
Yeah. Maybe you got burned by that box RNG one too many times.
Yeah, it
knows?
can be a struggle at times here for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But both players getting the 100 coin here without too many troubles here.
Alright.
Zaikenator trying for Alice. The Simply method here, it looks like. And a little too low on that wall kick.
Ooh. This is definitely one of the more finicky tricks of the game. Some of the ones that, yep, some of the Owluses that miss can be hard to diagnose by visual inspection. Oof, not looking good. Yep, opting for some extra health. That is a smart way to go. Oh, getting it fourth
Just
try
barely.
at the very least. May just be barely, but as long as you get it, right?
Yeah, I'd rather have that over a death there on that star. Be a little unfortunate here. Seceon, 2 stars left to go here. Womp King and Top of the Tower Zaikenator still needing Wild Blue along with the aforementioned 2 stars remaining here in the stage.
And with Zaikenator's unfortunate incident with Owlus, Seceon is looking at a pretty sizable lead for now.
Yeah, just that Owlus alone. Again, if I remember correctly, there was a little bit of a desync at the beginning here, so again, it should still be a decently sized lead for Seceon here, but probably not as big as it would appear here.
Yep. I'm just gonna take it at face value until the results are determined for real, personally. Either way, Seceon having a strong Womps throughout, that is something you love to see in a race setting. 651 exit, that is hype.
Yeah, very nice time there for a Womps 9.
Alright. Get the last of your slide predictions in, because this will be the last slide for this race.
Seceon had I believe it was a 12.8 if memory serves here on the first attempt.
Yep, you are correct. Let's see what attempt number 2 brings us.
This one not
13.
going as smooth.
Not even a 12. That is a small rip, but still plenty of game to go. Showing his strength in other facets. Womps especially.
You know, I didn't see what Zaikenator's Womps exit time was, but it looks like it's about a 40-second difference here on Womps.
Yeah, that checks out with how many times he failed Owlus, unfortunately.
And another kind of iffy slide here, 13-4.
Right. Meanwhile, Seceon is closing it.
Ooh.
Getting a text box, unfortunately, but still having a decent lead. Going into Dark World, another scary stage in race setting. hoping that both of these racers make it to the other side smoothly.
Yeah, Seceon with a 51-minute time. I would expect to see at least a shig cycle here, assuming everything goes according to plan.
Yeah. The shake cycle is harder than it looks unless you're
It
going
is.
for better cycles, because even if your movement is on point, there's still environmental factors at play.
Mm-hmm.
Goombas, amps. They could just say no anytime they feel like it.
Yeah, not getting the greatest cycle on the elevator there, so maybe still on shig pace, but it's going to be pretty close.
Alright.
Yeah, it's going to be a normal cycle here, it looks like.
Still does the job just fine.
Yeah, in a race scenario, you'll take really anything without a death.
Pretty much.
Especially if you've already got a decent lead going for you here.
Yeah.
Seceon able to get one of the firsties.
Oh
and,
no! Barely missing it.
Yeah,
That
I'm guessing...
ramp-
Sorry, go ahead.
Unfortunately, that ramp has weird physics, so if you're even on
Yeah.
there for a remote amount of time, you just slip off like that.
Yeah, the slippery slope there. Not helping out Seceon at all.
Yeah. The one in bits is far less slippery for some reason.
Yeah, I think there's just some extra properties in the Dark World one that the Bits one does or doesn't have, however it works here, but either way, able to get through there without a death, so the lead has shrunk a little bit. I believe Zaikenator did get the shake cycle here, and then not having that rough ending there, so Seceon's still in the lead here, but the gap has shrunk, for sure, I'd say.
Oh yeah. Definitely nothing that anything upstairs can't hit.
Oh yeah, we're still
Even.
like barely 20%, not even, of the way through the race here. So still a lot of stars to go, a lot of stuff that can happen that can go wrong for either of these competitors. We get a ground pound there from Seceon.
Unfortunate. That is a little bit of time lost. Picking the box, get insta-grab not working too well for Seceon here, but let's see. The actual sky jump looking good.
Nice.
Alright, now it's Zaikenator's turn at sky jump. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah,
Getting some weird
11:05.
camera there.
11:05 BOB exit here for Seceon.
Nice. Alright. So, we are approaching CCM. A fairly involved stage with a 100 coin involving the slide. I wonder if any of these runners are CCM 17 enjoyers. Very risky route, but some
Yeah,
people
especially for
do
a race
like
here.
it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would
But
love
we'll
to see a
see.
CCM 17, as Seceon does get the penguin put down strat, whatever you want to call that thing.
Pengu trick working quite well for Seceon. Skipping that drop down animation, saving a tiny bit of time. And hey, Seceon has turned on the webcam. Get a look at his beautiful face here. Get to read his emotions as the race goes on. Always funny to see. Alright. We get a wall kick for Seceon will work. Pro strat going well. And it looks like Zaikenator is a CCM 18 enjoyer, doing the slide on its own first.
Seceon doing 100 coin now, so it looks like we'll be seeing CCM 17 out of him.
Oh, that's interesting. For someone with a 51 PB, that is interesting.
Yeah, perhaps knowing that he does have a lead and does have a little extra time to work with here, so he can play some more risky strats if he wants to.
Yeah. CCM 17 does also have appeal in the fact that you don't have to try to win the race against the penguin.
For
And
sure.
if you're one coin shy, then you could just get an extra red outside. That is the benefit of
Yeah, you have a lot
CCM
more
17.
leniency with the coin count here for sure.
Yeah. And like if you really think about it, a death to Plest is still less punishing than failing the race or
For sure.
dying in the race. Ooh, barely missing that red. But still gaining a ton. Ooh. Giving him a bit of trouble. Giving him a moderate amount of trouble. Oh, damn. But still getting it in the end.
Zaikenator having a few extra coins there, but is able to get to the 85 mark that you need heading into that tunnel.
Yep. Doesn't have to go the extra mile for that long jump to get the star, thankfully. Alright, so let's see.
Alright, so we're gonna get a real life visit of Good Riz PFP here.
Oh yeah. And thankfully, Zaikenator still has one more star in CCM while Seceon takes care of BBH, because once both of these runners are in BBH, she's gonna have to people loop until they make it to SSL.
Zaikenator exiting CCM with a 1509, but again, we won't know exactly what the difference is here until after LOL.
Yep, with Seceon going off the beaten path, we're not gonna know until SSL when maybe 24 stars are gotten.
Actually, yeah, that is correct, yeah.
Alright. Seceon finishing off BBH. And now it's time for him to do plus not once, but twice. Wishing the best of luck for Seceon that this Gamba pulls that off good.
Zaikenator taking a quick little bonk on the door on his way up to Big Brew's balcony here. Not too much trouble getting up there.
Ooh, opting for the punch strat to stay a bit safe.
Seceon has acquired the bunny, heading his way into the sad Sandland.
Sad land, where he has to do plus twice. Let's see how it goes.
Medium bomb, gonna go for it here still.
Actually going for Tama medium back.
Oh, and getting the ledge grab on the gate.
Oh, that unfortunately didn't work out. Respect for him for trying to medium back up, because that is difficult.
Yeah,
I don't even do it.
He got most of the hard parts out of the way there, just had an unfortunate angle getting the glitchy ledge grab there. Gets a big bomb this time, narrowly avoiding that death plane.
Yep.
He's able to get there this time around.
That is the first plus out of the way. Opting for secrets first. Movement looking clean. And SSL secrets is done. Now he just has to do plus once more and some simpler movement right after it's done. Yep. Do follow CCG if you want to see more races like this. Plenty to go around for the foreseeable future. No shortage of content. Oh, doesn't get the double jump across the gap. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, and didn't have the greatest of angles either there, following the slope there. So would have had a little bit of trouble getting to the top of the pyramid after that if he had gotten a double jump.
Yeah, the timing for that double jump is precise, so don't really blame him too much.
The second time around, able to get in there without too much trouble, but it looks like Zaikenator has pulled ahead here.
Yeah. Gamba didn't pay off, allowing Zaikenator to steal the lead. But let's see how long he keeps it, honestly. Alright, now both these runners are just gonna close off SSL with Talon and top of Pyramid. Relatively simple stars. And let's see. So, yep. Next
Nicely
up,
done.
go ahead.
My apologies. 1859. SSL exit here for Zaikenator. Again, pulling into the lead here. Looking like about an 11, 12 second difference here, heading out of Shifting Sandland.
And next up is LLL, a very movement-heavy stage with the tricks known as Lava Boost sprinkled in. I wonder what kind of Lava Boost we're going to get out of these today. There's a variety of them you can do to get the Volcano Star in a timely fashion.
A nice pro reds there from Seceon. Zaikenator opting for the Bully's star to start off here.
Yeah, understandably, the bullies can be hard to deal with if Plan A doesn't work out. So, good to get that out of the way and calm your nerves afterwards.
Seceon heading over to the wing cap. Nice speed kick there. Looking pretty clean here. Not quite getting the clip on the top of the fence there.
Yep. But the bonk backup doesn't really lose that much, honestly.
Yeah, it's like less than a second difference.
Yeah. Alright. I think Seceon is going to kill some bullies. They deserve it. Bunch of pushy little gremlins.
Seceon with a couple extra ledge grabs there on his way to that platform, and in trouble with these last two.
Getting bullied quite hard, actually. That third one not even giving him any attention after that brutal beatdown. Seceon looking a bit tired from that ordeal.
Zaikenator with about half a star lead, approximately here, I would say.
Nice.
But different star orders here. We don't really have a true gauge of what the difference is here, but I would assume Zaikenator would still have a lead here, barring any spaghetti here from either of these racers.
Yeah, LLL is one of those stages where everyone does stars in a different order, so
Yeah,
it's hard to follow.
If you're doing everything but the 100 coin star and the 70 star route, then yeah, there's a lot of options here.
Alright. Zaikenator opting for a triple jump boost.
Not quite getting the second one to come out.
That is tragic. Okay. Opting to go around the long way, which is honestly fine in a pinch. Meanwhile, Seceon pulling out Pro Boost and succeeding.
Very
Love
nice.
to see it.
That's gonna pull him ahead here, it looks like.
That is a whole 5 seconds faster than the triple jump boost. And even more since Zaikenator had to trek up the volcano. I think that gives Seceon the lead now. Both gotta do elevator.
Yeah, looking like it's going to be a pretty marginal lead here, like maybe 5 seconds or so. We'll see. 22:44 fade out here, and 22:49 from Zaikenator. 22:50. So yeah, 6 seconds difference here, but yeah, very close race here, nearing the halfway mark of this race.
Nice. But next up is DDD. A lot of swimming involved. Your rhythm's got to be on point, and your angles have got to be good so that you do chests in a sufficient amount of time. Let's see how it goes for both of these players. Seceon does have a 51, so small chance he could go for chip clip or front sub, but It is a small chance since both of those are very much high risk, low reward.
Yeah, very marginal time saves here for what are pretty tricky stats. And again, in a race scenario, want to try to minimize risk as well here. Consistency here is very important in a race. Zaikenator missing a swim there. Looking like both racers are doing a decent job of avoiding as much lag here as they can.
Yep, look, both of those chests looking good. No major mishaps. The difference might have just been in lag reduction alone.
Yeah, the camera the Zaikenator had there heading to that last chest wasn't the greatest, so maybe adding a few lag frames there, but again, nothing major here. Seceon will not be going for the chip clip here.
Yep. Understandably, because that is 0.7 seconds time save at a risk of 8 seconds lost, so
Yeah.
very risky for low.
Yeah,
Maybe-
looking like Seceon here. I'm looking. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Looking like we're seeing a front sub
like-
here with this camera.
Interesting. Yeah, like that angle that. Oh, but not
Ooh.
getting it, sadly. I think with that, Zaikenator might be getting the lead back, depending on how both of them are doing right now.
Yeah, Zaikenator having his own little troubles here getting onto the sub, and
Ooh.
Seseon's still not able to get up there.
Front
Zaikenator is
sub,
going to pull back in front.
unfortunately, front sub costs Seceon the lead for the time being, but plenty of opportunity for him to get it back, that is for sure.
Oh, look, a 25-16 star select fade in there from Zaikenator. 25-23 from Seceon. So yeah, Zaikenator going ahead here by 7-ish seconds. Seceon missing that first ring.
Which is not a big deal. If you're gonna miss a ring, it's the first ring you want to miss, because
Yes, after the first 6 is when the hitboxes get a little weird.
a little weird. I think you mean massive.
Yeah, I think a little weird is it's the understatement of the week here, I would definitely say. Zaikenator heading his way into Fire Sea,
Unfortunate
getting a ground pound there.
pound.
Probably not going to be
Probably-
getting Lava Boost Cycle after that.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. This is a scary stage because any single mistake can lose you about 12 seconds, and a bunch of them could lose you 20. So, a lot of pressure when you make it to this point.
Yeah, Zaikenator should be on early Ellie's pace here still, but not quite Lava Boost Cycle.
Yeah,
Seceon gonna go for Lava Boost. And
And-
gets there. And
Ooh.
Zaikenator missing the cycle. It's gonna allow Seceon to pull back in front. Once again, another league change here this early on. About halfway through the
Damn.
race now.
Seceon clutching early Ellie's is gonna give him a fair bit of a lead now that he lost not too long ago. That is the interesting thing about 70 races. The smallest thing can shift the tides completely.
Seceon having a little bit of
Oh,
trouble getting back and taking the death.
Oh no!
And just as we were saying that he was gonna pull back in front and he's gonna take a death, and Zaikenator is just gonna have that lead right back now.
I think both of us just commentators cursed that.
A little bit.
Oh,
Going
but
for the
he
pole
did
glitch.
Yeah, he did go get the red point star though, so we're gonna see some no reds out of Seceon in an interesting turn of events.
Yeah, a rare possibly appearance of Zero Cycle here in the 70-star match, but I'm pretty sure missing that pole glitch, he's too slow to get there now.
Yeah. He looked a bit defeated there.
And Zaikenator looking like it's gonna be a high 27 Fire Sea here. And I believe it is about 37 to 38 seconds after entering the funnel until the fade outs. Yeah, 28 flat from Zaikenator. It's gonna be about a 40-second difference here, assuming Seceon hits his throw.
Pretty decent Fire Sea exit. Zaikenator is gonna have the honor of being the first racer to make it upstairs and to introduce upstairs, we have Wet Dry World, which has a few movement involved stars and an 100 coin that is very RNG heavy due to all the coins coming from either boxes or enemies. So hopefully the RNG goes well for both of these racers. But instead, I think he's opting to do triple jump wall kicks first. That is one of the more advanced strats that even some people with
not quite.
unfortunate. It is a difficult strat. A fair bit of people who have sub 50 don't even go for it.
Yeah, it's mostly reserved for, again, people with those higher times. This time, not even going to take that risk. Going for a traditional block strat here. Yeah, Seceon did leave Fire Sea with a 28-40, so yeah, about a 40-second difference here. But assuming Seceon can get a good elevator start here, it's going to be saving some more time back. But gonna start with 100 coin here.
But it is
only getting one of those Skeeter coins there. Hoping one will be there for him to claim. It's not too far out of the way, so he'll go out and grab it, but cannot miss any more coins without this 100 coin star.
That is not a fortunate spread. But yeah, like, damn. Like, a lot of the newer racers getting into the community are just getting into the harder tricks sooner. It's really interesting to see, honestly.
Yeah, I think for our normal PB attempts, it does make sense to do that. You want to get the harder stuff out of the way so you can reset sooner if you end up missing that strat, but...
Yeah, I mean more so just like going for them in the first place rather than
going
Oh, definitely has to go for the backup box now. But thankfully there's 3 coins available in there, so still not the biggest time loss. Unfortunately, Zaikenator taking a balk on those double boxes.
And Seceon having some trouble killing this Chuckya here.
Yeah, the Chuckya can be quite trollish in certain instances. Yep,
so an opportunity for Zaikenator to get some time back, but again, with how much trouble Zaikenator had with that elevator star, I think as long as everything else goes smoothly here in Wet Dry World, I doubt Seceon pulls ahead, but the lead should be getting smaller here again.
Yeah, for sure, but both of these racers, any of these racers can end up with the lead. Still plenty of game after Wet Dry World.
Yeah, still 34 stars left to go here, both these racers.
Meanwhile, Seceon is going for the triple jump wall kicks. Makes a mistake, but that's the mistake you want to make, if anything. You can just seamlessly go back to the simpler strat. Taking a bit of a fall, but still ample opportunity to get the wall kicks in. And... what was that?
Took a little pixel grind there, unleashing his inner Tony Hawk. But thankfully not falling all the way down, but still, that was something to behold there. As unfortunately, Zaikenator we have encountered an error for Zaikenator's stream here.
Yeah. Hey, Saren, might want to refresh that.
Yeah, there's a big red button there, and this is one of those times where you'll want to press that big red button.
Yeah. We gotta see how Zaikenator's doing, you know? Going for the triple jump onto the spinning platform. Still hanging on strong. Okay, so confirmed it was on Zaikenator's end, but... yeah, the reload portion anyways. But either way, he's back with us, and he is the one with first blood to THI. A seemingly simple stage, but a lot can go wrong, honestly. Ooh, doesn't quite make that platform. Going for a bit of a swim. But other than that, looking rough all around. This is a rough star. The tiniest mistake can eat time like no other.
Yeah, and unfortunately, with Zaikenator's stream having some troubles there, we weren't able to see his Wet Dry World exit time. But I'm just guessing here. It's looking like still around a 20 to 30 second difference here, which is still less of a gap than it was out of Fire Sea.
Oh, missing that fourth secret, unfortunately. Not enough. Okay. Ooh,
Oof.
that pickup did not pay off. Gonna have to go for the side flip here. Meanwhile, Zaikenator gets the mountain clip without any issue. That is a couple seconds saved as a result. Good stuff from both of these runners, honestly.
Hegel.
Alright. I think Seceon is going to try for the mountain clip too. Oh, lost a bit of speed there, but still got the clip anyways. You love to see it. Ooh, getting knocked by the plant a bit, but killing it in the process. Still a relatively decent plant. And now we're off to TTM, which is the third easiest stage in the game.
It's like we're gonna have the quick little conversation with Toad, going to steal his star. Very messed up. That's okay. We do need that to progress in the game, so.
Do what you gotta do.
And looking like it's around a 30-second difference here. I didn't see exactly what Zaikenator's THI time was, but looking
Okay.
like be around 30 to 35 seconds, I think, here out of
Oh,
THI.
Bonking on an invis wall. That is very unfortunate.
Gonna have to do the box star back up now.
Yep, probably the fastest one in that scenario. Alright. Now it's Seceon's turn to give Mountain Clip and Log Wall Kick a crack.
Not the greatest mountain clip from Seceon, but able to get up there. Not even a try the log wall kick.
Yeah.
And not getting a great angle there on that long
Ugh.
jump.
Damn.
He's also gonna have to take the back up and miss opportunity there to close his gap a little bit.
Yep. Still looking as even as ever. And Zaikenator, second try mountain clip, gets it. And he's got to do it once more for either the view star or the summit. You can see which one he got there.
Seceon again, not with the greatest mountain clip. Gonna try the log wall kick this time. Gets to get it with the firstie too. Just give him that ledge grab.
Yep, Seceon gotta fight his way to the top, but gets the view star without much issue, while Zaikenator gets the summit star without issue also.
And Zaikenator, with that, is now done with his mountain clips. Just has reds and breeze left to go here.
Hegel.
Seceon having reds and breeze along with one more mountain clip. And even now for the third time again, not getting sent up immediately. Losing a couple seconds again there, but able to get up there.
Ooh, taking a slip on that mountain. Losing a bit of taking a bonk. Heads is kind of scary in this stage because the smallest mistake you really got to think hard on how you'll back it up.
A lot of tight movements there. A lot of just everything in there is just super tight. And if, yeah, like you said, when one thing goes wrong, and it's a madhouse from that point on.
Yeah, very important to stay practiced on that star.
Getting the triple jump there, almost getting the really good movement, but having a little slip up there, but I think we'll still save a few seconds over Zaikenator there.
Alright, but with these runners exiting TTM, we're now moving on to SL, so this is where we'll determine if these racers are TTC 100 lovers or if they're SL Red lovers. With their PBs, I'm thinking they're going to lean towards being TTC 100 lovers, but we shall see.
Zaikenator leaving TTM with a 37.50. Seceon will be having a 38.16, it looks like here. So 26-second difference. So the gap is closing, but Zaikenator still with a decent lead.
Yeah, Zaikenator getting decent head.
Love to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Not too many teeth involved there.
Maybe like 1 or 2.
Could be better, could be worse, but you'll live with it.
Ooh. Meanwhile, Seceon getting even rougher head than that, unfortunately. But it's done. It's over with. Now they're just gotta clean up SL. We'll see if any of them pull out an SL Reds, but otherwise, next up is HMC. Alright. Looking maybe a bit too low to get this. Nope, he's good.
Yeah, both players with a decent box star there.
For sure.
And if it were me, it would be around this point where you'd want to get Reds out of the way, save Bully for last. So I'm guessing we're going to see TTC or 100 here from Zaikenator at least. Super Seceon as well.
Yeah. Definitely likely that they'd go for it at this level. Once you're practiced enough with TTC 100, it is the faster option after all. Alright, confirm that Zaikenator is either a TTC 100 lover or a Toxic Maze lover. Ooh. Taking a bit of a freezer burn for Ice Bully. Still getting the star though, so no issue there. Zaikenator clutching that Mips grab. Looking good. Nice.
Seceon not having the cleanest movement here on his way back to the basement. Able to get that Mips grab. Zaikenator talking to our second out of 3 toads here in the run. Last coming, of course, from Tippy. Right before Bats or TTC, depending on which route they go for.
Alright, so I think we're gonna see Box jump out of Zaikenator. Alright, looking good. Yep. Harder trick than it looks.
You're not going to go right into the star there. Going to take a rollout into the star, but still very nicely done there from Zaikenator. Seceon is going to try to repeat that.
Pretty much.
Looks good. And also going to roll out into the star there.
Taking some fall damage, but at the very least it works out. Interestingly enough, Zaikenator is opting for emergency exit before Christmas Miracle first. Going for the movement that a lot of 16-star runners do.
Seceon not getting that third long jump off, but able to get the wall kick recovery. But
Yeah,
gonna squeeze out and lose a few more seconds here.
that is a nice backup for sure.
The gap is going to continue to widen here.
Both going for Christmas Miracle now. Zaikenator gain a white Christmas. Both runners gain a white Christmas.
Very
You'll love
nice.
to see it. Zaikenator having a slight lead. Just having rolling rocks left to go. Before the infamous Tippy to close off the run. Very scary part of the game. 2 imposing stages and an imposing Bowser stage to boot. Oh, right.
GTM sliding Seceon.
Nice. So both runners having good rolling rock RNG, which is nice because it feels bad when you get bad Rolling Rock RNG.
43.05. You can see exit there from Zaikenator. Seceon still has 1 star left to go here.
Okay, maybe if Zaikenator gets like a pretty goated tippy, he might be on PB pace. Who knows?
It's possible. Very possible. 43-34. 29-second difference here heading into Tippy. Zaikenator, again, having that lead. He hasn't lost that lead since Seceon had that mishap in Fire Sea.
Alright. So now we're approaching Rainbow Ride. Let's see if these runners go for lack of bounce. And oh,
going for it, not getting the greatest angle there, and it's just gonna opt for the beginner cruiser route here. It looks like.
Oh no! It feels like I'm going for lack of bounce. I wonder why he didn't like just back it up with reds.
Yeah, very interesting. But able to get the new cruiser route out of the way.
Yeah.
The opportunity for Seceon to close this gap here.
This already.
Oh, and taking a death off of
No,
Lakitu.
I
Another
think
missed opportunity for a time save there on Seseon's part.
Yep. We were asked by Mr. Corrupted, is this already a KO match? It just might be the Chatter's Curse at its finest. Seceon showing off firsthand how cringe lack of bounces.
Able to get it cleanly on the second try, and just as I say that, missing up the movement on this way up to the cruiser. Gonna be going for the Reds back up now here.
Yeah, it's
that lead for Zaikenator gonna continue to open up.
That is nice backup movement on Seseon's end, though. Each time I tried, the movement looked far more than what he pulled off, so congrats to him for pulling it. Alright. Zaikenator going for the beginner breeze strat, working out. Wasn't paying too much attention, so don't know if that's a backup to the pro strat or if he just went for it from the get-go. Alright. Oh, Seceon's still having to do lack of bounce. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, third attempt here from Seceon. Did get it second try, but again, messed up that movement on the way up to the cruiser.
Damn.
Messing it up again, but not falling all the way down this time.
Oh, what's the plan for Zaikenator now?
There you go.
Oh no.
Zaikenator falling all the way down here.
You might be seeing a gap close here.
Yeah, it's definitely, even with Seceon taking that death on Lakitu bounce.
Yeah, Rainbow Ride is just a rough stage in general. Barely missing the wall kick there. Having to go the longest way around, sadly.
Yeah, and I think Zaikenator is still going to have a lead here, barring some more crazy mishaps here, but yeah, I think that gap is going to get smaller still.
Yeah, the gap has significantly shrunk, unfortunately.
47.08 fade out there from Zaikenator heading out of Rainbow Ride. Seceon, let's see, I believe it was 29-30 seconds out of HMC.
Alright. Seceon pulls up the pro breeze strat without an issue, so
47-27, so that's an 18-second difference now. So yeah, that gap has shrunk a little bit.
A fair bit, actually. But yeah, we do see that both of these runners are TTC 100 lovers.
Zaikenator taking the death! And just like that, Seceon, I think, has pulled back ahead.
Yep. That has reversed the gap in Seceon's favor. Going to show how even the slightest mistake can give the player the upset in their favor. Alright, we're seeing a time bars looking fairly clean, while Zaikenator is unfortunately struggling with TTC 100, but Seceon has yet to do TTC 100, so he might be one of those players that saves it for last. Wondering how it's gonna go.
Could be. Yeah, we won't know for sure what the difference is here until both players leave the stage, but there's no doubt in my mind that gap has at least gotten smaller, if not the lead changing again completely here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we can only truly find out once both of these runners exit TTC. Both runners, I think, are toad late lovers.
Yeah,
so...
neither one has gotten towed yet, so...
Yeah, so once this stage is done, we will know the pace. But in the meantime, Seceon is getting his flippies out of the way, and it's looking good so far. Alright, that's 2 out of 3 for Seceon.
Zaikenator having some coins fly away from here, but that safety red coming in clutch. Not quite able to get the star there on that initial coin grab, but able to quickly side flip up there and grab the star.
Alright. Seceon getting all 3 flippies without an issue. That is looking good. Meanwhile, Zaikenator has closed out TTC 100. And yes, Saren... Yep, we have discussed that earlier. But either way, Zaikenator is going to get the other stars out of the way. Opting to do flippies now. First one looking good. Opting for the hand star first. Definitely not the most conventional decision, because if you screw up cage, you can back it up with hand.
Yeah, Seceon with a fairly decent stopped standard moving stopped reds there, rather.
But now it is Seceon's turn for TTC 100, so don't let the star counts fool you, because TTC 100 is the most arduous journey of this entire stage. Oh, that wall kick not quite working out for Zaikenator, unfortunately.
Seceon opting to skip the safety red here, so gonna need the coin opportunity to go his way.
Yeah. I'm personally a safety red enjoyer myself.
Seceon did miss a long jump there, but not falling all the way down. So very minor, like not even half-second time loss there, if anything at all.
Ooh. I don't know. Judging by this, it looks like Seceon's got the lead so far.
I think so too, yeah.
Zaikenator still has a whole 3 stars to grab.
Yeah, there's one of those 3 there with reds.
Like, I was thinking maybe you could clutch like the flippies fast, but Seceon is at the end of TTC 100, so I doubt it at this point.
Yeah, Seseon's definitely going to be leading here with a lead, barring some insane spaghetti here, but making his way up there, and he is done with TTC with a 51-44 fade out. Zaikenator still having 1 star left now. And yeah, after all of upstairs, Zaikenator being ahead, Seceon has pulled back into the lead into Bits here.
Yep. Bits is still not an easy stage, though. Anything can happen, so... Let's see how it goes for Seceon.
Zaikenator not getting the flippies to come out. Unfortunately there.
Unfortunate indeed.
Seceon entering the sky. This is definitely his match to lose here at this point.
Yeah. Movement from Seceon looking clean so far.
And Zaikenator getting that last star, 52-41 fade out. Almost a minute difference here out of TTC. Very big shift there out of Rainbow Ride. Seceon missing the moving left, but again, still has a pretty good lead to work for here. It's going to shrink a little bit.
For sure. Still hate to see it, though. That is. I think he's opting for the safer movement. I think he's in the loop, that he's got a sizable lead, so he's just gonna play it safe. And that might be what... Okay, nice. Doing some pause buffering to make sure he gets that pole grab without an issue.
Ooh, getting a little less grab there. Thankfully, the Goomba is a safe distance away from him there.
Yep.
53-33, entry into the pipe for Seceon.
So no PBs for either of these runners, unfortunately. But Seceon is now at throws. Get 3 of them, and he wins the race. That is one. That is
missing the second one. Meanwhile, Zaikenator gets
quite
moving left. Again, Seceon still has a sizable lead here, but Zaikenator is making his way up there.
I think it could come down to throws.
There's
But
two
that's
for Seceon.
2.
That should hit.
That is
There's
3. Seceon has won this race. He has taken the dub, so give a GG's to Seceon for the win and a GG's to Zaikenator for good effort on this race.
Yeah, despite the PB gap, Zaikenator really held in there, and unfortunately TTC not going his way, but gonna get a 3rd throw. Yeah, again, very, very nicely finished there for both these racers.
Yo.
With that, we have Seceon now in the booth. Seceon, you were able to clutch out the victory there. How you feeling, man? It's a close finish.
Dude, I feel so clutch. I got the TTC, and that's why I won. I was watching the race.
That was a gold TTC, you say?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very clutch there. Yeah, you were down about 30 seconds into TTC, but unfortunately Zaikenator had a little bit of trouble there, and you left TTC with about a minute advantage. But yeah, Zaikenator has now joined us in the booth. Zaikenator, very close race there. How you feeling, man?
Feeling defeated by Tippy.
Yeah,
bit there.
That's valid. That's fair.
Yeah, kind of same, but just Rainbow, right? Not
Yeah.
whole TP.
But it was
Yeah.
fun. It's a good
I don't know
match.
how I managed to die on Fire Sea after getting the star. That was so
Yeah,
stupid.
that was something. Yeah, that was a very big turning point in this match. Again, you had not a huge lead. I believe that point is around 20 to 30 seconds at that point. But after Fire Sea, after that death, you were down about half a minute after that, and then were until TTC.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
only 15 seconds behind at the end of this race, so still a solid effort from you. Meanwhile, Seceon, you had the courage to go for double Tama this race. How did you feel about how that one went?
So for context, I don't actually know. I know how to do the penguin race, but I just hate it, and I rather die 3 times on Tama than doing that. So yeah, don't care.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point. Tama is harder to pull off, but as Seceon points out, it is far less punishing, so still nice to see that outchange from an A bracket player. So thanks for that demo.
Yeah. Very good race there. I believe we've got some more action coming up here again in the 70-star Open. There is some stuff going on in the live coordination channel. So yeah, looks like we've got another race coming up here. In the meantime, we are going to get that set up and head into intermission. We'll see you all soon. Again, Seceon, Zaikenator, very good race. Well played from both of you gentlemen. And we'll see you all after this intermission here.
GG, man.